Want to make more sales on socials like Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook? Or maybe you're tired of hearing your influencers say, we increased brand awareness for you, when what you really want is more sales. Well, in today's episode, we're going to cover a great strategy influencers can use to make more sales and brands can use to get their ambassadors making more sales using AI. So stick around. Hey everyone, my name is Joey Valancourt from Partner Up Profits, and I help mission-based brands partner up with integrity influencers. So if you're a brand, you're in the right place. And of course, if you're an influencer, you're in the right place. So let's go ahead and start making some deals. All right, like I said, today is going to be tutorial style, so we're going to go ahead and dive right into this presentation. But what inspired this episode, and to kind of show you all the things I'm going to show you today, is really working with influencers over the past decade. I've had the experience where sometimes attribution is really hard to get back to the influencer, meaning if I paid for a campaign, I can't measure results. Now, a lot of influencers will say, well, I help build your brand and it increases brand awareness and all these things that I can't measure. And as a brand, protecting a bottom line is really important, but also attributing back success to the influencer is important, because if I can see success, I can do more work regardless of the payment structure. It doesn't matter if it is commission or a paid rate. I need to see somewhat of an ROI. And if not, then I have to move on. So really what I want to show you today is a tool that both brands and influencers can use. And it's maximizing your sales, leveraging DM automations with your influencer marketing. So we're going to discover how DM automations can revolutionize influencer marketing by enhancing engagement, driving conversion, and simplifying the communication process. All right, so the future of influencer marketing is here, okay? So AI automations are here to stay. They've already been around for a little while now, and there's a few companies that I can introduce you to. One of those we're going to talk about today is ManyChat. ManyChat is probably one of the go-to tools that's used for DM automations, and we're going to talk about where you can integrate with, depending on what platform you're on. But the benefits of using DM automations in your business overall, even without considering influencers, is you get enhanced engagement, so you can do automated personalized interactions. You get increased efficiency. You can save time by, not having to respond to things in your DMs, because you can trigger different sequences based on people actually DMing you. You get higher conversion rates because you can tailor messaging that leads to better conversions and sales based on what they're asking for or how they're coming into your pipeline. And then you can scale customer service because now you have a person that's not required to answer some of these emails. But you still need somebody to monitor this, to build in feedback loops, to create those DM template sequences that go out depending on what the question is. But it just alleviates your team's time. And then you get actual insights. So you can actually go in and see advanced analytics based on what people are clicking on. And then you can tag them and you can resegment them and a bunch of really complex things. We're not going to go too deep into that side of the business today, but we are going to talk about how it can benefit more for your influencer program. So what's the biggest benefit when it comes to influencer marketing? The biggest benefit is sales. Okay, we all want to make more sales. I want the influencer to make more sales, even if I'm a brand, even if I have to pay them. And as an influencer, I want to make more sales. So if you're promoting a brand, it'll lead to more brand deals. And if you're a brand, it leads to more commissions for the influencer who would then want to promote you more. So why brands and influencers should be using DM automation? It covers the number one problem. Okay, most times, like I said, we talk about brand awareness all the time. Nobody likes to hear brand awareness if you're in a brand's perspective. Influencers is kind of like the catch-all way to say that it didn't work, but I'm pretty sure I increased your brand awareness because I got you impressions. And it may or may not be true, but the fact is we can't measure it. And what can't get measured can't get improved, and obviously can't be directly correlated back to an ROI. So brands and influencers make more money by increasing customer clicking links that are trackable, because the DM automations are triggered and there's an actual link you can put into that. You can increase engagement on posts with DM comments. We're going to talk about how to use DM automations and how to trigger that using a certain sequence, using something called ManyChat. You can offer exclusive offers without the need for a coupon code. So this is an interesting one, because instead of just actually saying the coupon code out loud or putting it on your overlay text, you make it a secret and that they can only get it if they DM you. And this is a way to also avoid coupons leaking out, which brands also don't like. You can automate the sales process for ongoing promotions. So you can also set up where if somebody clicks a link and they don't actually take action or buy, you can then retarget them. You can tag them based on the products they're buying and then again, sell them based on their interest later on. So there's so many more things you can do with this new customer acquisition tool. And then you can track sales, you can earn more commissions. And of course, the more money you're making for brands, the more they're going to want to work with you. And vice versa, the more influencers making money for you, the more you're going to want to work with them. So ManyChat is the DM automation tool for sales that we're going to talk about today. Even if you don't necessarily know what DM automations are, if that sounds kind of complicated, don't worry. It's really simple. And the tools that are out there today make it really simple for anybody to use, including newbies. So I've never really used ManyChat that often. Oftentimes I'm in the brands side of the business where I'm actually asking influencers to use ManyChat or DM automations. But real simple, if you're on Instagram or social, sometimes you'll hear somebody say, comment a word in the comment section and I'll send you a free report, or I'll send you an exclusive offer, or you get a free sample pack. So then you comment and that triggers something in an automation sequence that goes back to you into your DMs, in which case there'll be a link for you to click or some sort of actionable next step. What it also does is powerful chat marketing platform that automates interactive conversations. It has DM automations like I just mentioned, and also combined channel approach. So it supports multi-channel marketing by integrating SMS and email within the messaging platforms. And you also have templates. So these are all kind of done for you templates. Again, there's drag and drop functionality now, really simple to use and user-friendly interface. Like I said, drag and drop and everything else you need to be successful. You just have to know how to put in links and like change text instead of code. And then these are three of the main platforms that it integrates with. So it does integrate with Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook Messenger, but it does have a lot of different things that you can integrate with, also using something what's called Zapier. All right, we're going to walk through 3 ways to use ManyChat for instantly boosting your ROI. So again, come on over to YouTube if you want to watch the visuals, but I'm going to go ahead and just talk out loud as to what I'm seeing. So the first use case that we're going to go over is supercharging your lead generation. So on screen, it says DM me ebook to get free camping checklist today. Basically, it's asking people to send them the word ebook, and then that's going to actually send them a camping checklist back in their DMs. So the person goes ahead and puts ebook in, and then it's an automatic reply. So again, you're not having to do these replies. It's great. Someone else is taking care of it for you. It's a robot or AI, whatever you want to call them. And then you're also capturing an email in this case, which is really nice. So you could do this for anything. It doesn't have to be a report or a checklist. You could say, give me your email or your SMS, and I'm going to actually send you anything. It could be a link, it could be a code, it could be a special offer. Number 2 is increase conversion rates by up to 90%. So again, on screen, we're looking at a mobile phone here, and it says, welcome to our store. How can we help you? When someone goes into their DMs, automatically that thing pops up. They click something, and then that triggers the next thing based on what they clicked. So from there, they said browse products, they click camping supplies, and now they talk about their camping supplies selection, and that's going to then show them products related to it that's integrated with their storefront. And then from there, they can actually go and purchase right away, depending on the integrations you have and the processing that you're using for your payouts. The third use case here is automatically respond to every message. This one's kind of cool too, especially when you're talking about influencers who are promoting your brand or your product that you're not even aware of. So these are people now that this one's just bought this cargo pants from Fletcher Goods. I love it. So they tagged Fletcher Goods. And then what happens here is that Fletcher Goods picks this up in their DMs, and then they'll actually send him something back to say, hey, notice you posted. Love it. Thank you so much. If you need an extra coupon code in your next purchase, let us know. You use it as a customer acquisition thing, but we also use it as an influencer ambassador recruitment tactic. So if we see somebody posting, we then check their profile out, but we can also send out a trigger that says anytime somebody posts this hashtag or this tag for this particular company, send them an invite for our recruitment program for the ambassador side. So it's really cool stuff that you can do. And these are just 3 use cases. And again, there's like thousands of different ways to use this. We're going to really focus on which one's going to drive the most sales for you as an influencer. And again, for a brand using influencer marketing. So now let's talk about influencer marketing promotions. So we're going to go through a campaign blueprint, setting up attribution friendly, high converting promotions between brands and influencers. So please, this is the most valuable piece of this presentation. Okay. This is how you actually set this up to make more money with influencers, and influencers, this is how you set it up to make more money for yourself, whether it's your own products or whether it's promotions you're doing for brands in maybe a brand deal or brand collaboration. So step by step, once you have ManyChat installed and set up, you're going to get your brief from the brand, or you're going to create a concept yourself. Then you're going to offer a discount or a free gift or exclusive deal or something of value that they can only get from you or you as an ambassador. Now, this does require the brand to actually give you exclusivity on some sort of discount code. And I'm a big believer in abundance over scarcity. So if you're a brand, definitely do this for your influencers, especially if they're taking this next step in the evolution of their campaign. And then you want to pick your trigger word for activating your DM message. So what's that DM word going to be? Maybe if it's a greens product, you want to put greens. If it's a sleep product, you put sleep. But something needs to be a trigger word that you're going to then set up in ManyChat later to activate that automatic reply in your DMs. Then you're going to record your content. You're going to put together your captions. You're going to post your campaign in a reel or a post format. And you can also do a story, also mentioning the code word or the keyword, however you want to call it. And then bonus, consider adding this to your link tree, your highlight reels, and again, posting a story after you've already done your reel. So now we're looking at a case study of somebody that I found doing a DM automation campaign for a company called Element, and she was promoting an electrolytes drink. So what I did is I studied from front to back everything she was doing in this campaign, and shout out to Live Fit With Them profile here for letting me go ahead and do this case study. And I think she did a great job at it, and it was really simple, and it got the point across, and it epitomized exactly how to set this up in a really simple way for anybody. So what it was there was a bunch of video clips, there was text overlays, and then there was details that I looked at. So from a brand's perspective, if I want to recreate this for an influencer, I want to break this formula down. So essentially it was 4 clips. 1 clip, she was sipping a large drink. Number 2, she had a swishing of the container. Number 3, she's pouring the electrolytes in, and then she was mixing the powder. Then she had overlays on each of those video sections. So then she put in, if you want to avoid feeling bloated, hungover. So she put all these overlays and then essentially said, comment drink for my favorite electrolytes drink. And then anybody that comments drink in that, whether it's in her own DMs or in her comments, then they actually got the automated message going back to them, giving them the link to buy the electrolytes, as well as claim their free sample pack. So you really want it to be a good deal. You don't just want it to be like a crappy 5% or 10% off coupon. Those work. But I would say if you can get anything like a free sample or a gift, it works really well at driving engagement because people want to get that. And you can make it conditional to it being with a purchase, or maybe it's a buy one, get one free. But you got to lead the marketing message with some sort of free sample or gift or exclusive value only available here. If you're just matching your sites, whatever you're doing on your seasonal sale, it's not really that much of an incentive for people to actually go do that. They might just hop from here and go to the website. So I just capture all of this, and you can kind of freeze frame this if you want to go back to this and understand how to mimic it for your own business or for your own briefs if you're an influencer. We're going to move on from that. I'm going to show you exactly what the clips look like. So again, we highlighted the 4 clips here. I took some screenshots. So if you're watching this, you can have an idea of how you might promote something of a similar product, or just how to kind of model this and formalize how to do this for any kind of promotion you're doing. So there's some good visuals here. Again, if you're listening on the podcast, come over to YouTube, check this out. And then what I did here too is I took a screenshot of what her captions looked like. So in addition to the overlay text, she had specific captions brought in. And I'm assuming the company would have given this to her. Otherwise, she might have created it herself. And I think there's some value in people actually doing their own campaigns and doing it their own way. But I also know that sometimes there's a lot of marketing budget to go into testing these captions on behalf of the influencer's campaign. So what I did here is, again, I formalized this if you wanted to copy, paste this, or pause this. And there'll be other videos where I actually take this existing case study and I developed an AI prompt system that you can build the exact same thing for your business. And even if you're an influencer and you're interested in promoting a company that doesn't currently do this, there'll be that video as well. So check the playlist, check around YouTube, do a little search for AI prompt systems or whatever the keywords are, or there might be a video in the description below later. And then so now what we're looking at here is once somebody's actually commented the trigger word, they're going to get an automatic response. And you can time this. You can say to go out in 30 seconds, 60 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes. It's your choice. But the message just basically says, hey, thanks for your interest. Here's the product. Here are the benefits. Here are the features. Here's the great deal. And click here for your free sample pack. So really powerful messaging, really to the point. And then you click that, and then you actually go right to the site. It's an affiliate link. So there's tracking and attribution. Great for the brand, great for the influencer. And of course, you can also create, different ways to get them to click something. You could also put a code, gift with purchase, etc. The one thing to note about this, though, is the screenshot that I took was from my phone. And on desktop, it doesn't appear the same way. So just be careful and know your audience. Most people on Instagram are usually on their phone. However, just make sure to note that if 20% of your audience is coming from desktop, they may or may not get the same experience as people coming in from their mobile device. And then this is a bit of a start to finish. So on the left-hand side here, I put the captions of Live Fit With Them where it says comment drink if you want my trick to avoid bloat, weight gain, and a hangover over this holiday week. I think it was over July 4th week that she was doing this. So I commented the word drink, and then I actually copy pasted the DM, which said, I'm so excited for you to try these electrolytes. Click here for your free sample pack. And then I clicked it and it goes directly to the sample page or the landing page with the free sample right at the top. So one of the other things to do tactically is if somebody's coming in from a call to action button or the button they click in your DMs, and if it says sample pack or if it says exclusive gift, make sure that marketing headline is at the top to harmonize with the previous message that they were coming in from. And then just real quick, you might be thinking, how much does this cost? Is it worth it? There's free accounts with ManyChat. It's $0 a month to start, and you get 1,000 contacts free of charge. The pro account's like $15 a month. And honestly, for that amount, I think anybody can use the pro account before they have to go to a custom account. And you can delete people from it. You don't have to keep people in your contacts. But it's such a minimal investment. You're looking at maybe like $200 for the year. But the amount of attribution you gain back from actually getting people to click links, and the amount of brand deals you can do from actually showing the brand that you're making sales. And then on the brand side, developing great DM automation briefs for your influencers and instructing them on how to use that. Because sometimes influencers don't even know about this tactic or the strategy or however you want to call it. And so there has to be an educational component. But I do recommend trying this out. We've seen success well beyond anything we've done where it's just like, check my link in the bio, or something like check my code over here. And there's just so much lost attribution. And attribution is a key to making influencer marketing work sustainably over time, longer term. And that's it really for today's episode. So today was really just focused on, building AI automations in your influencer campaigns, whether you're an influencer or a brand. I want you to go ahead and let the automations and sales start to begin from this. So if you haven't ever actually done a campaign like this as a brand, there'll be an AI prompt system here in the link description below. Search my channel. I'll make sure I include it. But it takes you step by step on how to build this out for your influencer brief so that you can actually give these instructions to your influencers. And influencers, if you want to build this for yourself, you need to make sure that you know how to do it. So I also think that video is going to be very valuable for you. And for now, we're going to go ahead and sign off for today. But as always, you're just one partnership away from changing your business. So get ready to partner up and profit. And we will see you on the next episode. But hopefully this was helpful, and hopefully you learned something about DM automations that allows you to make more money as an influencer and more money with influencers if you're a brand. And as always, if you like this episode, go ahead, hit subscribe, share with somebody else. Do me a favor and hit the like button and comment to help with the algorithm and get more people into the channel. And check out other videos on this channel that will continue to help up-level your game in influencer marketing, both from a brand's perspective and an influencer's perspective. And as always, you are just one partnership away from changing your business. So get ready to partner up and profit. We will see you in the next episode. Take care.